Hi friends, we are working on Module 4, the continents, what makes the world fascinating. And this week we are working on South America and Australia. So I'm super excited to be studying those continents with you. Here's South America on the map, and over here is Australia. For lessons 22 to 27, what amazing animals can people see in South America and Australia? That's going to be fun to discover with you. But today's content focus question, what is happening in South America? 2 parts to the lesson, friends. The second part's, why do writers add to their writing? Let's go over to our reading corner, friends. And so I want to take a closer look and think about what is happening in the text South America. So I brought my magnifying glass, friends, because we're going to take a closer look at it and think about more information in this text. So after reading and we were noticing and wondering in South America, now we're ready to look more closely at it and learn more about the continent. We're going to use the table of contents, and this is the table of contents poster that we used when we talked about Europe. And each of these books by Rebecca Hirsch has a table of contents. And these are used by informational text. They list all of the headings or section names in a text, and they might make finding information easier by telling the page number. So I want to go to the heading People and Places. That's what we're going to look closer at today. So if I wanted to find the page number where people and places are, I would follow along the dots to page 9. So I'm going to go to page 9 here, and we're going to be thinking about what the main topic is and key details that support the main topic on these pages. So our heading is People and Places. So what's the main topic? You're right. It's about people and places in South America. It's going to tell us about the people in South America and some of the places in South America. So let's read this page and then think about what key details we learned by reading the text on this page. The Amazon rainforest in South America is the biggest in the world. People use the plants for food and medicine, and here a woman cuts plants in the Amazon rainforest. What are the key details on this page? Well, we know that the Amazon rainforest is a big rainforest. We know that the people there use plants to eat or for food and also for medicine. Native people live in the rainforest. They hunt, fish, and farm together. And here, Xingu Indian boys are good hunters. And here they are hunting. So what are the key details you learned on this page? Well, we learned that people live in the rainforest, and there they hunt and fish for food, and there are farms in the rainforest. Now we'll read the next 2 pages, or next 4 pages of the text. And at home, I want you to be thinking about what key details you could learn from this text. So we'll take a moment and stop the video after I read these and see if you can tell your family member what the key details are before I tell you. The Andes Mountains are in South America. Llamas help people carry things up and down the mountains. Here are children with a llama in Peru. South America has deserts. They are hot and dry. Some of the driest places on earth are in South America. And this is the Atacama Desert in Chile and has very dry, cracked mud. So this is the time at home where you would pause the video. Can you tell your parents what key details you learned from those last 2 pages? All right. Well, if you are back from pausing the video, you learned that the key details on those 2 pages are that there are mountains in South America, that llamas can help carry things up and down the mountains, and that there also is deserts in South America. So I hope you picked up on those key details in this text. So we took a closer look at the text South America using the table of contents and headings, and repeated readings of a text, friends, like we did today. Looking closer is going to help you get a greater understanding of what the author wants you to know. Now let's think about the second part of our lesson. Why do writers add to their writing? And how can sharing our writing with others make our writing better? So in school, when we write something, or anytime we write something, it's important to share it with someone else, because when you're a writer, you're writing for someone to read it. And talking about our writing helps us think about it more. We know when it's good, when someone says something that they like about it, and someone can give you a suggestion about your writing to make it even better. But I said our content-focused question for our writing today was, what does it mean to add to your writing? What does that mean, friends? Well, that means you write more, you put something there that wasn't there before, it can make it more meaningful, and you can add labels or captions to connect the pictures and words. So I did a little sample lesson for us, a sample writing. And here's my writing. I wrote, I notice waterfalls. I notice waterfalls from yesterday's reading of the text. Let's zoom in on this picture. Look at how beautiful it is, friends. And if you look really, really, really closely at the people in the boat, you can see that they're very, very, very tiny, right? So that waterfall must be gigantic. It's huge, right? Well, let's take a look at my writing. I wrote, I notice waterfalls. And I did do some water and I did do some falls. But does that really capture the gigantic waterfalls in our text from South America? It doesn't. And frankly, that looks pretty boring. So if I wanted to improve my writing here, what could I do? Good. I want to add much, 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 much bigger waterfalls. So this is already better. You can see that they are huge. There were also a lot of rocks at the bottom of the waterfall. So I could add those to my drawing, right? That makes it more authentic, like in the text. And I could even draw, it looked like on the cliff sides were trees. And even, look closely, a rainbow. Wouldn't it be great, and wouldn't my writing be way more interesting if I added all of those details, like a rainbow and the rocks and the huge waterfall? But for now, friends, I want my readers to know that the waterfalls in South America can be huge. So I labeled my picture, huge waterfalls, and that will help my reader understand a little bit more about what I noticed in the text from South America. So again, it makes it more meaningful. Write something at home about what you noticed in the text we read today, friends, and then share it with somebody and see if you can come up with some more details that you can add to your writing to make it more meaningful. All right, friends, see you tomorrow.